all these lessons that come to you as you work. Every job something teaches you something. So you trust your instincts
Mhm.
and know that once you get on the set, that's that's your fellow actor.
Welcome, everybody, to Casting for Two, the podcast, as always, hosted by me, Chris. Welcome, everybody, to episode number 584 of the podcast. Special episode for you all today, because today is special. It's a special Wednesday episode. Okay, all right. Casting2.com. Go check it out. I put all my links there. You're welcome. My guest today, I have to talk about her because she is such a beautiful person, positive, bubbly. Nancy Daly is on the podcast, and she's in the new Netflix show, The Boroughs, which is available right now. I had the opportunity to watch the whole thing, and I enjoyed it. Alfred Molina, Bill Pullman, Gina Davis. How can I forget about Gina Davis? Phenomenal in the show. Like, just heavy hitters, A+. But like I said, I had so much fun watching this movie, or this show, and she did a wonderful job. Totally disappears in the character. And that's not a spoiler. It kind of is. I don't know. It's a setup. Whatever. Anyway, and I just had so much fun chatting with Nancy that one of my favorite people. It's official. I stamped it in. But we need to I need to stop talking, and we need to get into this episode. So everybody sit back, relax, and Nancy, take it away. Of course, I love to know when people find their get bit by the bug. So,
Oh,
in your situation, when did you get bit by the acting bug?
very early.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I grew up in the Navy. I'm a
Hmm.
military brat. So we would move like every year, every 2 years, and somewhere in even in elementary school. Whoops. Okay, I almost dropped you. Oh, the fun of being on your phone. Stop it. There we go. I have to discipline your phone.
Yes.
Occasionally you go, come on, my phone is named Annabelle.
Oh, okay, Annabelle, you behave.
Yeah, we have to. Sometimes you have to have a personal relationship. So I
Mm-hmm.
grew up in the Navy, and I remember that even when I was like in third grade, fourth grade, if there was an opportunity to do a skit as opposed to write
Mm.
paper, I would rally my friends and do that. And then I think it sort of got cemented because my dad, once again, phone being bad. My dad, we were going to Korea. That we were going to be there for a year.
Mm.
And before we left, I went to the library at my school because my grandparents they're from Nebraska. My family's originally from Nebraska. Had the Tales from Shakespeare, the child's version of Shakespeare. I had memorized it, practically memorized it. And then I saw, Tales by Charles Lamb,
Mm.
and I asked if I could take it out, and they said, "Oh, no, 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 you're too young." And this little Navy brat said, "Oh, hell no, yes, I can." And I think they were so startled they let me take it out of the library. So when we were in Korea, the story of the taming of the shrew was kind of running through my head. And
Mm.
once again, I rallied all my friends to put on a very condensed version
Mm.
of the taming of the shrew. And after that, I think it was just there. It
Yeah.
was it was just there because I grew up in a very booky family.
Mm.
By that I mean teachers and my dad was in the Navy, but he also did research, and they were all that my parents would have like book clubs over the summer where we had to read the book, and I was
Mm.
doing summer stock, so this was like la 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 la,
Yeah.
trying to back that. And if I ever had an opinion, they would if they disagreed, but I had to say, "Oh." Oh, the actress has spoken. Okay. All right. But I think that over time, as you know, I started out in DC. You know, you're a starving actor. You're waiting tables. You're doing whatever shows you can. And as time went on, and I booked, gosh, I started to book more TV. I started to book more film, and I think they began to go, oh, this isn't just this isn't just a hobby.
Right. This isn't a
This
one and done.
this is who she is.
Yeah.
And there's so many films that just get you on your way. I
Mhm.
think my first significant role in a full length feature film was I played the maid to Jennifer Jason Leigh
Mm.
and Maggie Smith.
Mm.
I mean, I had a scene with her.
Mhm.
We filmed it at 1 a.m. But you know, at that point, I'm too tired to be nervous.
Yeah.
And we took our places. She looked across at me, and I didn't know. I don't know where this came from. I just winked at her,
Aw.
and this great big smile came on her face. And that scene, I think we nailed it on every first take.
Mhm.
We were so ready to do it. And I actually there we did one take, and I had my character was taking the letter away from her, and she said, "Oh, I don't think you should." I said, "No, she would, because she has to stand up for Catherine. She has to defend Catherine." And obviously, there was just so much respect for her.
Yeah.
And Maggie said, "You know, she's right." To the director, no, she's right. She would take it. So I thought, okay, this first lesson in trusting your instincts as an actor, even if you're up against real powerhouses, trust your instincts.
Yeah.
So that was 1996. Oh my gosh, Chris, I just realized this. Oh my gosh, that was 1996. 20 years later, I found myself literally around this, almost around the same time period. I was on set with George Clooney directed Suburbicon, and I
Mm.
was Matt Damon's secretary.
Mm.
So I booked it from a self tape. They didn't know me from Adam,
Mhm.
and we come on set. And George, the very first scene, and George is sort of clocking it. Okay, this, and you're going to do this. And then he says to Matt, and then, you know, you're going to slam the door in her face. And I completely forgot that I was with these Oscar winning people. And
Yeah.
I just impulsively said, "Oh my God, I love it." And they both turned to me, and George got this great big grin. He said to Matt, "This is going to work." And it did. I think at some point somebody must have said we need more of her,
Mm.
because I started off with only like 1 or 2 days, and then they put me on a weekly contract
Mhm.
because they love that working relationship. So I think that's, you know, all these lessons that come to you as you work. Every job something teaches you something. So you trust your instincts
Mhm.
and know that once you get on the set, that's that's your fellow actor.
Right.
That's your fellow actor. And that you're creating a scene together. So you were cast for a reason. You know,
Mhm.
you so every once in a while I have a, oh my gosh, this girl who grew up for the most part in Virginia, this Navy brat, you know, I'm shushing Brad Pitt. Of all things, I'm shushing Brad Pitt. And now, of course, you know, with the Boroughs, Chris, can, I mean, titans,
Yeah.
true titans of the industry.
Yeah.
Just and all everybody. I think I could say it. Yeah, all of us trained in the theater.
Mhm.
You
I
have that language. Yeah.
I was
Go ahead.
watching the trailer for that and I was just like, "Oh, Gina Davis. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay. All right." And then, Bill Pullman, Alfred Molina. I was just how do you go to work with those caliber of actors? Especially if you're like somebody's who's new, it's just like,
Oh, but see, but that's the joy of these people,
yeah,
and also Dennis O'Hare, Alfred Woodard, Jenna
mm,
Malone,
yeah,
um, and Clark Peters. You've got all these Carlos Messina as well. Those
yeah,
are all the people that I worked with. And the wonderful thing about those people is you walk on this set and they just see a fellow actor.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's who they see. And because you're having to, and okay, that's right, because we're releasing this after the show starts,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I could spoil a little bit.
Yeah.
And so my character, as everyone will see, head to toe prosthetics.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't really see, I couldn't really hear.
Mm-hmm.
So they're having to like kind of guide me around because I can hardly move. And so I've got all these people, once I had this scene where I kind of collapse on the floor. Dennis O'Hare comes over, scoops me up off the floor into his arms. They took such great care of me
Mm-hmm.
because and I show up in episode 6, and by then they were like this. And I'm so grateful because they worked with me because my character technically did not have any quote unquote lines,
Mm-hmm.
so I created a language for her, just sound, just sound,
Yeah.
and I just you couldn't even rehearse that
Yeah.
because I didn't find her voice until I got on set with these people. I mean, you don't want to you want to keep it fresh for when you get there so that you can work with your fellow actors and see what they bring to you. And so I can say without a shot, and Allison and Seth as well, that performance was formed by the grace and talent and generous spirit of the
Mm-hmm.
actors that I worked with. That's
Yeah.
where she came. How lucky am I?
Well, because they could have, since you come in later, they could have had, they've been working and building this bond, and then they could be like, no, nobody else. We have this bond. We're not allowing
Um,
nobody in,
well,
in this club, but they're professionals, and
it's a little bit more than that
yeah.
because there are actually, but that's a good point because there are hints of me
Mm,
up until you meet me.
mm,
There are hints of me. So I think there was a general sense of, okay, who's going to play mother? Who's
mm,
that going to be? Who's going to play this character? And then they met me and it was just like, oh, okay. Because they needed some when I auditioned for this role, we all had to audition with a monologue from Still Alice,
uh-huh.
which was of course brilliantly performed by Julianne Moore.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got to meet with the showrunners and the casting director and the head of makeup to discuss. Okay, you understand you're going to be in head to toe prosthetics. I said, let me add it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait. I mean, the hardest thing will be to get me out of the chair.
Right.
Because you're working, the character's being created with the makeup artist, with the people who created the prosthetics. You're creating her together.
Mm-hmm.
It's really a very much of a team.
Mm-hmm.
And as we work together longer, they realize that at some point in the process, the more she begins forming, the quieter I became
Mm-hmm.
because there she was. And trust me, Chris, it's daunting.
Yeah.
You're in that chair for 5 hours. I think Colin Farrell, who is now I think I'm now like sisters of, he's my brother in prosthetics. I
Mm,
think he was, like 4 or 5 hours. That's how long it takes. But it's almost an honor
yeah.
because you're working with masters in this. Oh, God, I had incredible people, and so by the time you get to you've had 5 hours just to become her. So by the time you get to set, you are ready. You are so ready. You're
Mm-hmm.
in you're in physically, completely in her body, which is definitely not your own.
Yeah.
you know, it's been expanded. But I was so lucky. I feel like this role is I am so honored
Mm-hmm.
to play her. It was the most challenging and the most I had to dig deep for her.
Yeah.
I didn't have lines for her. Her language had to come from the depths of my soul. And I can't wait for you all to meet her.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. I can't wait for you to see. She goes on a journey.
Mm-hmm.
In 3 episodes, she goes on an incredible journey. and I can't wait for you to meet her. 'Cause I mean, we're meeting now, and I just hope I get an email. Nance, I just saw you. I saw you because that's how I feel. It's a week away. We start. Well, this people are going to see this after it starts. So the May 21st, and
Yeah.
then everybody gets to see what we put together like a year and a half ago.
Yeah. What was this the first time that you not took on a character like this, but you experienced a way to get into a character's headspace with prosthetics and stuff like that? Was this a first time for you?
I did prosthetics way back in the day.
Mm.
I did a character with prosthetics in high school. I did it again in college. Um, yeah, so it wasn't unusual for me,
Hmm.
but this one was really extensive.
Hmm.
So this was not out of, it wasn't like trying to find my feet because I'd done it before.
Hmm.
So I had an idea of what I was getting into. And, as an actor, whatever that, if you put you in a corset, if they put you in this is part, you take it in stride, whatever
Right.
it might be. That I know that the gentleman that I worked with on Macbeth, they had to do armor training on a horse. They had because they had so many combat fights in Macbeth, and it's the job.
Hmm.
So you look at it that way, and actually you welcome something that's new
Mm.
that you haven't done before, because that's going to call on different aspects of you, not only as an actor but as a human being as well.
Yeah.
So I'm one of those actors like, okay, I haven't done this. Great. Bring it to me.
Yeah.
Let me jump out of a plane with Tom Cruise. That's fine. I'm in.
Okay. So when you have, I don't know, these the challenging days of, you're doing heavy work, heavy scenes,
Yeah.
do you ever have to take a moment for yourself to come down from a character, or is it just like, all right, cut, and you're just
Well,
joking around? Or
actually, with her, it's like as much time as it took to put her on, it takes some time to take her
mm,
off.
yeah.
So it takes like an hour to an hour and a half to get out of everything that they put me in.
Hmm.
So I kind of had that time. It
Mm.
was kind of given to me because it's done. Okay, let me just get in the car. Somebody drive me home. I'll be in my prosthetics. No, I had that transition period,
Yeah.
and of course, also see, my mouth was partly glued shut,
Mm.
so I couldn't eat for how
Oh,
12, 16 hours, however, even more.
yeah.
So I could have smoothies. I could only eat through a straw. Smoothies, water, coffee, juice. So by the time I got home, I was starving.
Yeah.
And by the time you walk into your hotel room, it's like, where's the pizza?
Yeah.
Let me fortify, because I hadn't eaten for 12, 16, even more
Hmm.
hours than that. So I got out of it pretty quickly. I was hungry. I thought, oh yes, by all means, let me go eat. No, no, no. Just so that no. By the time, but then that was kind of lovely, because when I got back to
Mm.
the hotel room and I was finally by myself, I could go back and look back on the work that we did and go, oh my God,
Mm.
we just overwhelmed with how blessed and lucky am I? You just think back on the scenes that you did, and
Mm.
how the moments that you nailed, and when it clicks, and that is the best feeling.
Yeah.
That's the best feeling. It's like when you go home, because I do theater as well,
Mm.
and there's the curtain call, and then you hug everybody, and when you get back to your house, you're just like, I can't wait to get back in the theater.
Yeah.
And with us, I can't wait to get back on set.
Yeah.
I can't wait. Because it's your glory days.
Mm.
Those are the glory days. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you ever have those moments of, you're in the kitchen washing dishes or you're washing your hair, and a character you previously played will just pop in your head, just like, oh, oh, okay. Well, that
Oh,
was,
that happens all the time.
yeah.
Because of course, depending on what part of your
Mm.
life that was, what kind of music was playing at that time, what anything like that, you're gonna be triggered.
Yeah.
And it's almost like you're meeting an old friend,
Yeah.
if you will. It's like, oh my gosh. And then you remember where you were in your personal life, like, oh my gosh, that was when I was dating that guy. Oh, I'm so glad he's gone. If it was like if it was like some kind of a period of your life, but then you realize that the work that you were doing, I'm teasing, by the way, to all of
Yeah.
my ex-boyfriends. Teasing gang, it's not you. They'll resent me. No, it's not you. But that you recreate that time in your life, and then you look
Yeah.
at who you are now, and you think of the role that you did back then, and then you go, oh my gosh, look at this. Every job builds upon the last one.
Mm.
You find you life happens and it changes you as an actor, because I don't know if JT told you, but I lead teams around the country for the Alzheimer's
Mm.
Association, for the Walk to End Alzheimer's.
Mm-hmm.
And when my mom was diagnosed with Alzheimer's in 2009, my whole world changed,
Yeah.
obviously. And when she passed away in 2012, and I
Mm.
started my team the year before. And Chris, I have to tell you, I had no idea that when my mom died in 2012, that my dad would die from the same disease
Mm.
7 years later.
Yeah.
So from my world changed because of that. I had I you have I I changed completely as a person. Oh, we're done.
No.
Yes,
Hi.
I thought. Oh, there you are. Oh, no! Don't leave me, Chris. Don't
I
leave me.
don't. I don't. I
I thought all
don't
of a
want to
sudden.
leave you.
No, I don't want to leave you, but I think it brought out deeper resources. Because I
Mm.
did, cute petite blonde. I did a lot of comedy, did a lot of that. But then my world changed, so my work changed,
Yeah.
and I would never be the same. And I discovered as I got older and different work came through me, I thought, gosh, this is the mega for me,
Yeah.
is to do roles like this. And I'm so I'm and I my team is raised it we've been gosh, we're going to our 16th year. We've raised over $400,000.
Wow. Okay.
That's and we're not well-known people. We're just, players of the, players, a
Mm.
company of players out there raising money, and we're getting closer to. So it was a promise that I made to my dad.
Mm.
I founded it in honor of my mom, but for my dad. And I kept saying, a cure in our lifetime. We're going to find it, but he died in 2019. So now it's, a cure in mine.
Mm.
I'll find a cure in mine. So I cannot leave this earth until we do. I'm kind of, hello, powers that be. I got to stay here.
Right.
Keep the promise to my dad.
Well, yeah. Well, of course, I'm sorry that you lost your father and your mom, and but still, it's just kind of an amazing story of how you should be grieving, but you took the grief and said, I'm gonna, put it towards this foundation, and I'm gonna,
Right.
find a cure. I'm gonna play different roles that speak to me or speak to the person that I am now. So I think you're very brave.
Well, it's part of being a union leader.
Yeah.
I'm a union leader, and I was a strike captain.
Hmm.
That was a great honor. There I am at Warner Brothers in the sidewalk, jumping in front of cars. You know, hey, that was me. Not today. But I think there comes a point where how can you not?
Yeah.
Is how I live my life. It's when before the pandemic, I was volunteering at the VA
Hmm.
and meeting with the soldiers. I would go like every couple of weeks with other fellow actors and thanking them for their service. And we built a garden for them, up on stands so that those who are in wheelchairs could
Hmm.
access it. So, but I can't imagine a world where there isn't something that could be done
Yeah.
that I don't step up and go, I'm in.
Yeah.
That's how I live my life. And I think it's called about you stand up for each other. That's how my team said when actors and artists unite, the world can shift.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that. I mean, we're living in hard times right now.
Yeah.
So I think that part of it's almost like a defiance to hold each other up, to stand by each other. Like if you have a friend who's not doing well, you go, "What can I do?
Yeah.
I'll bring you soup. I'll take you out to do errands.
Yeah.
You know, just be there for each other." That in, alone is a stance that we can all take,
Right.
and feel the world shift.
Even I've been saying that even during the pandemic is just we're all brothers and sisters and we all need to look out for each other. So,
I agree.
yeah.
But that's that. No, and I think you feel the difference.
Mm-hmm.
You feel the difference, and you don't do it. You don't do it for the payoff for yourself. You do it for somebody else.
Mm.
But for every time you do a favor for somebody or help somebody out, it lifts your heart up
Yeah.
a bit.
Yeah.
And in these chaotic times, we all need that. What is it? What how does it go? Wherever you go, leave a heart print.
Mm.
I read that somewhere. It's probably a meme. So you can find it somewhere, people. But that stayed with me.
Yeah.
Leave a heart print. And I'm sure you do that with your work, with all the people that you talk to.
Mm-hmm.
You are asking me such wonderful questions. And so you just, I am, okay. I promise you, anytime I get a job,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say to JT, okay, and I have to meet with Chris.
Oh, yes,
Please.
please. Yes.
That's it's okay. It's a partnership. We're a
Yes.
partnership.
Yes.
That's
You you
that's it's on
you
the books.
you lifted my heart up today. So, yes, I definitely do want to keep chatting with you cuz I like I said, there's something special about you and unique
Oh,
and I like you're one of a kind. So, thank
uh,
you for being you first of all.
okay. Well, thank God I put on my waterproof mascara. Otherwise, blah. No, I think that's part of being a director. Eventually you realize there's only one you.
Yeah.
There's only one you. And every actor when you go into an audition, all you can do is go in and do the work.
Mhm.
And that's it. If you know that you did your work, you nailed it. You laid it all out on the floor. That's it. You get the roles that have your name on them.
Yeah.
That's how it's so wonderful to be older that now I know that.
Mhm.
Because you're not really competing about against anybody else.
Right.
You walk in and if you're like, that's her. I need her.
Yeah.
That's your role. But it's like you're planting seeds. Every
Right.
audition you're planting seeds. And eventually you get your roses.
Yes.
You're gonna get your roses from all those seeds. Some casting director you auditioned for ages ago will go, yes, yes, we've been waiting for this role to give to you, and
Yes.
that's okay, good, okay. It's that auditions are kind of you never know because sometimes just doing that once 5 minute, 10 minute, however long it is self tape,
Mm.
that was all that your soul needed
Mm-hmm.
for that role, and you're
Yes.
good. Just look at it that way. You got to be that role for 5, 10 minutes, however long it was, and you did it.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you get invited to the party. Yes, we want you to be in head to toe prosthetics for 4 months, lady. You're our girl.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm in. Sign me up.
I love that.
Oh,
That's such a positive way of thinking because I mean auditions. I've never been through auditions, but from
okay.
from people that I've had on, it can be a depressing thing. So it's just like, well, if you just kind of have a different outlook, you can't be disappointed.
Well, I think if you have too much
Mm,
if you put too much stake on the immediate
mm,
outcome. And that happens. If you had your soul just really, oh my God, this role, this project, what I would give, and then it doesn't come through. Yeah, it's like it's a little bit of a heartache.
Yeah.
It's an ache. But then go, okay, come on now. You can't stay here. You allow yourself that moment of grieving for what you hoped was going to come through,
Hmm.
but then you push on. Then there's the next one,
Yeah.
and the next one. So the only thing you have control over is your own work in it.
Yes.
That's the only thing you can do. You
Hmm.
can't, you can't know what they're thinking. Can't know what they're looking for. And I think we're gonna start doing more in-person auditions,
Mm.
more Zoom auditions, because when you're in the room, hallelujah,
Mm.
because there you are. And if they want to give you an adjustment, it's live. You don't have to create your second take and hope, okay, I'm going to do this and I'll do that. And sometimes they go, that was perfect. And you're like, okay, great. I'm off to Trader Joe's. I'll get a special salad. This
Yeah.
is my reward. So it's just, I love in-person auditions because not only they really get to witness not only who you are, but how you work.
Hmm.
That's invaluable.
Hmm.
If a director gives you an audition and you can give it to them right away, just in the room, don't blink. Because if you were on set, you would have to do that. I once said, do you want to go outside and rehearse? I said, no, sir. If we were on set, I'd have to do this right away, correct? He said,
Right.
well, yes. I said, okay, there we go. And he was just like, oh, I booked it. I booked it. So, okay, I did. So because that's part of that. You get to show them how you are and who you work, how you work, because you want to work with nice people.
Right.
You know, you want to work with people who are ready to just open the gates and be there for the director and say, "Here I access what you need from me."
Right.
I'm here. This is what I have to offer. And I think for them, I think I've talked to, I know a bunch of casting directors. They they miss it a
Mm.
lot. They really miss being in the room where it happens. Thank you, Hamilton. We will quote you for the rest of our lives. They miss that. So I think more of that's going to happen now with our new contract. I hope so,
Mm.
because we miss it too. I don't mind driving to Studio City or whatever to go in there and be in person. I would rather.
Right.
But self tape, you also I think I actually, oddly enough, Chris, I've become a better actor
Mm.
because of self tapes. Because I do a take and I watch it. I go, oh wait, I should change that line. Oh wait, because I don't have I when I'm doing it live, it's what it is.
Yeah.
But when you're doing the self tape, you're like you get more of a director's eye
Right.
by default, and it makes you a better actor because you're more aware
Mm.
of where your eye line is. You're more aware of your energy level. You're more aware of the technical aspects of it that when you're just doing the audition when you're in person. You're not worrying about that. Of where
Right.
you're not that's not your concern. So it oddly enough, it works to your advantage because over time you have more awareness of, and sometimes you just go in and go, no, no, yay me. That was the take. I actually sent self tape studio directors, and they're now at the points going, I'll say, maybe I should do it again. They'll go, okay. And they go, okay, you told me to tell you, yes, you got it on the first take. Yes, we can keep doing it if
Mhm.
you want, but no, you got it on the.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, thank you for telling me.
Yeah.
We can end early. But that there's a lot to be said for both. But
Yeah.
if I have a chance, I'd rather be in person.
Hmm.
I'd rather. But you take whatever they give you. You
Yeah.
take whatever you can. It's 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 a joyous job to have,
Mm.
Chris.
Yeah.
You get to become another human being.
Hmm.
You get to access you and you get to say to access different aspects of yourself.
Hmm.
And just until story I just did a film. How long ago was it? We're in May. I filmed it in March. It was a short film which is part of a larger one,
Mm.
that touched on breast cancer.
Hmm.
It's about breast cancer. It's called Reconstructing Charlie. Here I am giving it. Okay. Oh, I should only talk about the Boroughs, but it's called Reconstructing Charlie. It'll come out eventually. But that was an honor to do that
Yeah.
film as well because I was with a group of women. Amazing,
Hmm.
amazing company to tell this story that needs to be told and heard
Yeah.
by so many. That's the glory of this job.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's the honor of it. And with the Burrows, oh, you all, it's such a journey that we go on.
Hmm.
Every single character in this series is not the same at
Hmm.
the end. Everyone goes on a journey,
Yeah.
and it can be very dark.
Hmm.
But I think none of us would trade it for the world.
Yeah.
We wouldn't trade each other. Jeff Addis and Will they were our Jeff and Will. They were our showrunners, and it's so wonderful to work with them.
Yeah.
I'm so glad. And Netflix, oh, they took such great care of us.
Uh-huh.
They did because remember the LA fires were January
Oh
7th.
yes. Yeah.
We were some people were some of us were still in LA,
Hmm.
but they sent a letter out to every member of the company, because they knew some people were staying in LA.
Mm.
Are you okay? Here is the link. We want to make sure. Call this number. Check in if you need anything. Let us know. Let us know. They were so present
Hmm.
for us. And when we came, a few of us came back in January, and we had the fire watch, and there was a
Hmm.
moment of absolute terror on the set because somebody thought, oh, there's a fire in Santa Clarita.
Yeah.
Because some people had family in Santa Clarita, and everybody dashes outside to call on their phones to make sure that everybody was okay. And they said, go, 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 check
Yeah.
on your family.
Yeah.
That's the kind of company that we had.
Hmm.
That's who we worked with.
Yeah.
I'm I'm so lucky. Are you okay with your family and your friends? Are they okay
Oh
from the
yeah.
fires?
Yeah. I'm not in California, so
Oh,
yes. Where?
so I can't take you out for coffee to thank you for this interview.
No, but one of these days, yes.
One of these days I can.
Yes.
I said coffee in case you didn't drink.
Yes.
But if you do, we'll raise a glass.
Yes.
We can still do it. No, okay, well that would be lovely. That
I
would be lovely.
well,
It's a
I just have to thank you for this wonderful chat. For the people at home who would like to see the show when it comes out, which it'll be out by now, and also follow you online. Where can they do all that?
Oh, where am I? I am on Instagram. I
Mm.
am on Threads. I am on Facebook. The Burrow starts
Mm.
on Netflix on May 21st. There are eight episodes. I come in towards the end, but there are hints of me along the way.
Hmm.
There are hints of me along the way. So, and all I can say is just watch it.
Yeah.
Watch it. You're gonna marvel. You're gonna be terrified. You're gonna be horrified. You're gonna be moved. You're gonna cry. You're gonna laugh.
Hmm.
But you will have the time of your life.
Yes. Yes. Oh, I'm excited to see it, and yeah, I will do so when. Well, I mean, I've already done so, and it was wonderful. So
Oh, great! Look, I can do this to you.
yes.
Thank, thank you so much. I had the time of my life talking to you.
Oh my goodness, no, the pleasure was all mine. Like I knew I was gonna. Well, I didn't know. I was hoping I was gonna have a fun time, and it happened. And thank you so much again for being you, for being bubbly, for being positive, for being absolutely beautiful, Nancy.
Oh,
Just enjoyed so much, so much. I enjoyed.
well, I'm so glad. So we was okay. Now I have to book right away so we can get together sooner as opposed to later.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
No,
I'll,
but
I'll do
no,
my best. Here we go.
but no pressure, no pressure. But
I, it was lovely. It was lovely to chat with you. It was an honor to chat with you.
yes, it is
That's how I
likewise,
feel.
likewise.
Well, you have a good rest of your Thursday.
You too. Have a wonderful rest of your day and keep staying safe and healthy, okay?
I promise.
Okay, good.
As we Irish say, salancha.
Yes, yes. And as the Mexicans say, like, I don't know what they say, cool or sayonara, whatever.
Whatever it is, look, have a good rest of your day because I know you got to talk to other people. But thank you for finding time for me. I
Of
am very
course,
grateful.
of course. Happy to have met you and all the good juju.
Hug from here. Air hug.
Yes.
I'll see
Bye.
you later. Bye. What a great guy.